I'm excited to introduce Shawn Spreitzer today. Shawn, man, he has been a huge leader here at the bank. It's so fun to showcase him today. Chairman's Club winner for 2023's production. And just, overall just runs a great business and a great team. So, Shawn, welcome. How are you, man?
I'm fantastic. Honestly, it's such an honor to be here with you today. Just feel blessed that the business is doing really well and have the opportunity to do this and kind of talk with you a little bit about how the business is going and where it's going, et cetera.
Yeah. So, Shawn, give us a 1 minute kind of the history of Shawn and home loans, right? Just really quick, how you got into this. I
Yeah,
know you've got some secondary background that obviously now you're out there originating at a high level.
for sure. So, like most people, right, we don't go to school thinking we're going to become mortgage bankers when we grow up. After school, I ended up at the Board of Trade, Chicago Board of Trade, for a handful of years, and the hours were great, right? You'd work 7:20 to 2, and then you were done for the day. So a friend of mine who ran a mortgage company said, "Hey, I could really use your help in the afternoons when you get off of work. Our business is exploding. You'd be great, helping us with clients, etc." So I started doing that part-time, a few evenings every week. And all of a sudden I started making more money part-time than I was at the Board of Trade. So kind of made the leap of faith and jumped into this business. And here we are 22 years later. It's been fantastic.
No, I love it, man. And you've turned into obviously you're helping a ton of families, but you've also turned into a construction expert, which has been super interesting. So kind of how did that happen? What spurred your interest? Because obviously you kind of got to have a passion for numbers, and you got to be patient, right? Construction
Yeah.
loans take longer, but man, now it's super paying off. Tell us that story a little bit.
So it's been probably about 9.5 years or so. I was trying to find myself in the business, was doing purchase refis, but just wasn't a niche that I was really happy with. And I actually met with you,
Right.
and
That's right.
kind of said, "Hey, we've got a program we're going to roll out. We'd like you to come on board, take over that division eventually." And we did, right? And that was 9.5 years ago. I think for me, it's been a blessing. It really has, because it gives me an opportunity to give back to those that maybe didn't think building a home was possible, right? Maybe the cost was too
Right.
high or the timeline was going to be too long, et cetera. We kind of just really broke it down. And then obviously one of the best things that we ever did here at the bank, in my opinion, was roll out a program for our veterans,
Right.
offering a
Right.
VA construction loan, and to me, it's a great story to be the first in the country to actually offer that. Um, and here we are 9 years later or so, and the product is flourishing, right? And there's not too many banks out there that have the ability or the stomach to handle a product like what we offer. It's
Right.
fantastic.
Right. No, I love that, especially in every state. And Sean, I mean, just to acknowledge, you're one of the few bankers in the country, in my opinion, that from 2022 to 2023, your business was up. Like, dude, you were up like 20, 30%.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because you attacked this need in the market, which was construction, while you were also obviously supporting your business. Now, Sean, you also have a team, and I want to know, hey, you've got other folks doing construction, you've got people nationally, you've got NAREP, regional top 250s out there that work for you. So the Hispanic market. So what do you think your secret to leadership is been for bringing those folks in? And hey, they're succeeding, man. They're doing great under your leadership. Give me a couple secrets to your kind of your leadership. What do you think?
I think a lot of it has to do with listening to your bankers, helping them solve problems, and really being a coach, right? That's one thing that we're blessed here at the Federal Savings Bank is there is top-notch coaching here, right? And from the top
Right.
down. And it doesn't start with me, right? I mean, as a coach, you've been coaching me for, gosh, now, probably 7 years or so. And all those principles and techniques that I learned from you, I just kind of passed down to my team, and they've really taken off with it, right? We've got some
Yeah.
younger bankers on the team, we've got some older bankers on the team, and
Right.
they're all succeeding, which is great.
Right. And I think the coaching, right? Hey, loan officers out there, if you're not getting coached, get coached. Hey,
Yeah.
we'd love to talk to you about it, right? But We started this journey, and top producers need coaching just as much. I think you'd agree, Shawn, as the newbies or young people we bring into the business, right? As you build, you need coaching to get you to those next levels. And speaking about coaching, Shawn, family, man, I mean, wife, daughters, kind of tell us that story, because I think the example that we all set for our kids is helping us make better kids. And gosh, I've known you since you've had itty bitty babies, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about your family a little bit.
So, been married 15 years to my lovely bride, Kelly. And we have three beautiful, smart, intelligent little girls. My youngest is 8. I've got an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old, and they just thrive, right? We just try to
Yeah,
make a good family, just build a great foundation, and
yeah,
it's simple things, right? Like every night we have dinner together. We have dinner at the table. It's not
I
watching
love it.
TV or anything like that. It's just our time to talk about our day. Every single evening we try to do dinner together. Now, it's not always going to work, right? We've got sports for the kids and everything else,
Right.
but as much as we can, we try to make it a point to sit down and have a discussion every evening, even if it's late.
Yep. Well, and what a great tactic for hardworking families out there, right? Because I know Kelly works as well, and I mean, being able to get that time and make it a little bit intentional, right? Ask the girls,
Hmm.
"Hey, what went well today? Did you have a challenge today?" And yes, and as I have older kids now, it becomes a challenge with sports and practices, especially when they're driving themselves. So having that dinner together, I think, is a blessing. Okay, so Shawn, what would you say you are most excited about here in 2024 as you start your year? What do you think?
Relationship building for sure. Getting out there in my current market where I'm at in North Carolina, but also spending time with some of the builder partners that I have in other states, right? They've
Right.
been very good to me throughout the years with the referral base, and I need to make it a bigger point, an intentional decision to go see them, spend time with them, let them know how much I appreciate, them and their teams, et cetera. So I think that for me, that's the biggest piece for 2024 is just being intentional, getting to a point where I have a personal relationship with
Right.
some of my referral partners, right? This
Right.
business is all personal. It's not.
And that is such a great, like, old school but new school mentality. Because Shawn, what I'm seeing right now with loan officers is they're looking for an easy way,
Yeah.
right? And I think, yeah, we've got to use social media and our CRMs, and those are great tools, but we've got to use that technology to get tighter in our relationships, right? Get deeper. Whereas I think you and I both see a lot of LOs that are stuck in their house and they're just trying to do everything through email or text, and it's not going to work, right? You've got to get
Yeah.
deep. I love that. Okay, unbelievable. So, Sean, we're going to do a little speed round.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to have a few questions. Some will be personal, some will be business, and we're just going to knock these out. Okay, so speed round. Talk to me about. Let's see. If you're binging a movie or a TV show, what are you binging right now? Anything going on?
Yeah, Wicked Tuna. I don't know. I got hooked on it, and my daughters will sit there and watch it and enjoy it. And it's pretty rare that they want to watch a fishing show, but I will sit there for, 30 minutes, hang out with them, and just binge watch one or two episodes for sure.
Hilarious. Okay, I love it. I love it. Um, okay, who is your favorite person at the Federal Savings Bank besides you?
It's a tough one. It's you, to be honest with you.
Ah!
And I don't just say that. You've been a great mentor, a friend, a coach, somebody that will listen to me when I'm venting or just have a hard time or a tough
Right.
time, right? So, yeah, for sure it's been you, without a doubt.
I love it. Man, I appreciate that. Grateful. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. What about, okay, let's say you're cocktail and you've got some friends, whatever. Bourbon, tequila, or other?
Bourbon, without a doubt.
Bourbon. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What about beer or wine?
Wine.
Okay. I love that. Yeah. What is the lowest credit score that you've started a client with and maybe fixed it, but lowest credit card you've seen that you actually got a deal closed eventually?
387.
Wow, that's low.
It was really low. Yeah. And it took about a year and a half. But we worked with the client, got him on a plan, and we stuck with it. And, it wasn't me, it was the client, really, that
Oh,
wanted a home, and that was her
yep.
biggest dream. And it took, like I said, it took some time, but we got her there.
Yeah, they got to do the work, right? We can tell them what to
That's
do,
right.
but they got to do the work. I love
For
that.
sure.
Okay. Okay. What is your favorite thing about being a dad?
Spending time with my girls,
Yeah,
hands
love it.
down. Date night, individual date night.
Oh, see, that's great. What a
Yeah,
great tactic, right? And you got to do those things, or else you don't get that personal connection, right?
you don't. Yeah.
Let's see. I know you're doing construction loans. You love that business. How many states have you built a home in for a client?
17.
Right? A lot.
Yeah. It's been a
That's
lot.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Right? So, hey, moral of the story is Shawn is not only lending in every state, but building homes for people in every state, which I think is super cool. Okay, what is your favorite thing about your fantastic wife?
Her persistence.
There we go.
She is
I love it.
dedicated, and when she gets something stuck in her mind, she's going to follow through without question.
Yep. Oh, I
Yeah,
love that. I love that. And we need partners like that, right? I
we
mean,
do.
there's that. It's almost like that accountability at home, right? Hey, let's work this, let's do this. You got to have some of those same kind of business routines, mentalities with your family. If your goals are aligned at home, man, everything's going to be better, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
Quick story, when we decided to relocate from Chicago 6.5 years ago, it took me a full year to convince my wife. And because we were out to dinner and we talking
Right.
about this a full year before we moved down here because the uncertainty, and then I don't know if she caved or just had the faith in me and in the business that we were trying to create. And we made the leap of faith, and boy, it couldn't have been a better decision all those years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh man, you guys are thriving down there. Shawn, you've built a great business. You have a great team of folks we have a lot of great team members and loan officers at the Federal Savings Bank that I think that work at the bank and love the bank, but we don't have all that many that work for a leader like you. And the feedback I get is, oh my gosh, Shawn's amazing. I love Shawn's team, and he has really helped me grow. Right. And so I just want to commend you. You have done so many great things for your team. You're always there for them. But I think more importantly, when I get their feedback, I didn't even have to ask immediately. It's like, man, Shawn is here. He's growing me. He's always there for me. And he's proactive in my development, which I think is what we're all trying to do.
Yeah.
Right. I love it. Okay. Shawn Spreitzer, everyone. Shawn, awesome stuff. I think we got a lot of great stuff, a lot of great advice out there for LOs. So LOs or realtors or anybody in our social that's watching this whole video lives on YouTube. You click the link, you can get to it. Otherwise, there'll be a couple little pieces on Instagram. Okay, Shawn, God bless you, man. Have a great day.
Thanks, Bernie. You too. Talk to you soon.
See you, brother.
Bye.